Timestamp June 8th, about 9 a.m. Just got up, heating up some coffee. I got a pup that's about to lose his mind up in here. So we're gonna go take a stroll. Something I saw yesterday that I need to put in the burn barrel. I'm a little confused, actually. And this isn't going to be incredibly ceremonious, so hopefully I won't upset people. But I'm a little shocked at that. If you can see that. It's a very dirty American flag, which it's unlike my dad to have hanging around. The only... oh god, it's gross. I'm sorry, Glory. The only thing I can figure here is that my dad was planning on getting into the Legion for one of the burning parties they have. I just never got around to it. But we're gonna do that because I know I'm still not following procedure exactly, but I've apparently walked past that a few times and not really seen it. And shame on me. We're not gonna let our girl sit there and just collect mold and whatnot for days and months and whatnot. That's not okay. Scrappy, quit worrying about me. You do you. You can't convince me you don't need to go pee. You've had to hold it while I slept for 5 hours? Something like that. Let's see if I can actually ignite this. I think I got it. Looks like it's made of the finest polyester. But yeah, she had like black mold kind of stuff going on there. That's not okay. I know some people would probably just put it in the trash, but that's not how I was raised. So we're not going real formal here, but we're at least going to try and dispose of her right. I think that's the neighbor tractoring his yard. I know my dad said that one of the neighbors would frequently, because he has one of the riding ones, would frequently mow his front lawn for him without even asking. Would just go over there, probably because he saw my dad and was like, hey, old man in trouble, let me do this for him. which, thank you for that, that's cool. It'd be swell if you did that again. Just because I don't even know where there's a working lawnmower. Was one thing I talked to my dad about. My dad has the husk or remains of like 2 riding tractor mower back here, 2 or 3, and that's one of the things that he was kind of on about. He's like, well, when I get home, I'm gonna finish those up. I'm gonna finish getting those ready because the one is it's in great shape. It just needs this and that and the battery. He's been talking about getting them up and running for 3 years, 5 years. I mean, 2 years ago when we were over here helping, he was talking about it. Because apparently, I think there are 3. The burglar took all 3 of the batteries. Now that one, remember how I said I do think somebody's been getting into the backyard and taking like gear out of his backyard, and if he leaves like the roll up to his workshop open, maybe has been going in there and picking and choosing tools they like. Person across lake or what have you that's been pillaging my dad's place, taking the tractor batteries. Yeah, okay. That one I believe. No burglar's been getting in the house proper, but a tractor battery in the backyard. Yeah, I could see person doing that. Little wisp of smoke, but not really. Not really it. Not really going on. We're gonna pull the grate off and try again, because it obviously didn't work. I hear a little crackle, but Scrappy, get out of there. Let's try this. Lesson number 33. Do not keep your hand in the open flame. I didn't, but there was a near miss there. So there's some raw newspaper in there. I just kind of put some raw newspaper over-ish it and ignited that to hopefully let that burn and maybe sit on top of it for a second to really concentrate some flames to get it going. Because it's got a couple spots where it's kind of smoldery-ish, but it's not really, you know. I'm doing some burn barrel action today. I got like 3 lunch bags full of coupons and other papers and stuff that, just in case, yeah, we'll burn it. So I told you I found those folders that are nothing but really old receipts. I can't even. Scrappy is investigating, looking for Bunny, I think, who I do not see out and about. That doesn't mean anything. But yeah, I need to figure out how to mow. I don't need to curly, I don't need to shemp, but I do need to at some point mow. Excuse me, mister. And today I'm going to be continuing to do laundry, which is exciting. Bagging it up, putting it in one of Dad's vehicles. Trying to get that closet clear. The bedroom closet is just jam-packed with clothes. Mostly Mom, some Dad. The Dad stuff, I'm probably gonna take some of the basics, some of the shirts. We're not taking many of the military shirts. He's got a bunch of, I left Vietnam, but Vietnam never left me, and shirts like that. Not taking those to him. And I know it's an important part of his life, but I also don't want to remind him of the violence. Just from a psychological standpoint, he's got enough shirts that I don't need to go there. But he's got a whole lot of Volkswagen shirts that he loves. Different bug jams and things that he went to. Different Volkswagen types. He's got shirts commemorating said thing. So I'm going to take him. He's already got 5 or 6 of those. But I think jeans that aren't destroyed, because he's got a bunch of pairs of jeans that should have been retired 5 years ago. Because he works. When he works. But I think I'm going to pull some of the good jeans that may still be in there, and some of the bug shirts, and or other shirts if they're a non-violent category. And again, the whole violent thing, I'm not a wussy baby, don't kid yourself. But from a psychological standpoint, with him already having dementia and having some PTSD and anger issues, I don't want to exacerbate that by, hey, here's a Vietnam shirt, and then he goes into, flashbacks and the memories that he has there. That's just dumb. I can prevent it by just not doing it. So, but I'm going to put a bag together of possible clothes for him, so that if he needs clothes, and or we get him to a facility where it's going to be more the permanent side, and he's got a dresser in his own room kind of thing, he can feel a little bit more human, because he'll have a larger wardrobe. He's got 4 or 5 pairs of jeans, 4 or 5 shirts, maybe as many as 10 shirts actually. But he'll have a more rounded closet to try and I know based on dementia and lifespans and stuff like that, it'll probably be a very short second start in life. You know what I mean? He doesn't have, because of the way the brain breaks, he doesn't have 10 years. He probably doesn't have 5. He might have 2, maybe 3. Based on my understanding of dementia and what it does, because his brain he's entering final stage. And I know that because of a couple other things that he's told me that his body is doing. That I'm not going to mention here because I'm not going to embarrass the man. Those are final stage items. And everything that I've read says 2 to 3 years. And if you consider that he's already in final stage, we've already started the clock on that 2 to 3 years. So trying to give him the best 2 or 3 years I can. He's earned that. He's earned that, you know. This damn thing doesn't work. Alright, I'm going to have to do plan D at some point. It's alright, I got a couple more bags in there. And the thing of Mom's there that I put in there isn't actually a bag, it's a coated mailing envelope that has a whole bunch of stuff shoved in it. Got great capacity. And it's not really catching either, so it's alright, I got a plan. Or 6. But yeah, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to make some breakfast, I'm going to do some laundry, it'll be exciting. Digging into their closet, trying to strip that out, because I'm willing to bet for all that fabric and whatnot, there's some bed bugs hanging out in there, because of course there are. Finding a new bite or two every day. Could be mosquitoes, could be fleas, could be bed bugs. I don't know. I will be shocked if Dad doesn't call at some point today, probably early, to say, hey, you coming over? Are you rescuing me? And we'll have a similar conversation to what we did yesterday, because he won't even remember having talked about some of that. Yeah, that's the neighbor on the tractor. Front yard. Could you? Could you? And if I can get some more done, I actually made a little pocket in the garage yesterday. If I can get a little bit more done there, I can start going through the crap that I brought with me. Some of that's just going to go on one of the shelves out there for now, because I'm not setting up my office or anything like that. But there may be some viable stuff in there that I need to get into play. I don't know. Figure it out. Definitely need to figure it out, because that burn barrel's like, nah, not right now. Anyway. Health-wise, I feel pretty good. I got a little bit of in the nose, and woke up a little, not scratchy, but like phlegmy in the back of the throat. So remnants of this thing still hanging on, but I'm 95%, so that's good. There's so much to do. Holy cats. Yeah, that's not working. Alright. I'm going to sign off for now. It's Sunday morning, so most likely Pix is on the phone with her mom, my mother-in-law, and I'm missing that phone call again this week, which sucks. Really, I enjoyed talking to her every week. I actually look forward to it, weird as that might seem. So I'm missing the mom check-in. Damn it. Yeah. I'm gonna sign off now. I'll make another entry probably later as I get dug through some more. Alright, make it a great day.